All right, welcome everybody. Mill Spec Ops Monkey. It is 1:21:21, about 2 p.m. Central Standard Time here in the great state of Texas. Just wanted to pop on, give you guys kind of a lowdown on what's going on. Currently, we're sitting at about 300 and just about 300 aircraft up over the U.S. military only. All right. One of the things I will tell you I've been watching for are a lot of them to exfil, start moving troops out of DC, and I'm not really seeing that yet. I am seeing some 3 ships currently headed in to that general area, and if that is the case, then maybe we'll see some troops start to back out. But and here's 2 of them right now that look to be headed in that general area, but we'll see if they land there, if they go somewhere else. But you can see this one coming out of Cherry Point, went up and around, but looks like it's headed into, I think, the Harrisburg type of area. So not really seeing anything coming outbound of DC, except for here's a reach right here. It looks like it's leaving, but I think that one's going over the drink. So that's not, doesn't appear to be like taking troops back. I don't know that we had anything international come in. So that is pretty much what is going on. Now, we do have some, looks like they just left Nellis, but I don't know that they're headed to DC. So we'll keep our eye on that one. That one's actually pretty high altitude. It's about 35,000 feet. So C5 also coming out, headed eastbound. So we could see a slight uptick on some of these picking people up, but 65,000 troops, that's going to be a lot of air traffic and a lot of logistics. And so, not to mention equipment and everything else, assuming that they're tearing all that stuff down. But again, let's just watch and see what happens. I think this is going to be kind of telling where this goes from here. If the troops leave, then clearly it is game over. All right. So, all right, that is a Canadian C-130 coming down where it's headed, but keep an eye on that one. And the rest of these just kind of are hanging in the general area. Now, we do have, this is just a giant sea of pilot trainers, okay? A lot of helos in here, a lot of the little Tweety birds and that kind of aircraft. So that I would say disregard. Same thing here over North Texas and southern Oklahoma. All pilot training activity, and down here in San Antonio as well. So, all right. That said, so we've got a lot of P3s up today, and here's another one out here on the East Coast. And I want to say we had just recently an E6 that went out over the drink here, as well as a couple of P8s. So I think there's probably some sub activity out here off the coast that there are. All right. So as we digress, I want to point out something here. Now, we are not likely going to see any people going to jail down in Guantanamo Bay other than patriots, okay? I just don't think it's going to happen. I think you are going to see the FBI, the DOJ, DHS, CIA, all of them going right back into their dark ops, okay? And so they're going to continue on. They're going to start covering the tracks, and you basically put the head right back on the snake. So not good situation, actually, I'll be honest with you. But one thing that did come good out of this is the fact that we have identified all of the, I think we have, for the most part, most of the base prison operations that are offshore. And so I think what we'll do is continue to watch those, because I think if we see a lot of activity uptick there, that's going to be pretty suspect. And I think we as patriots are going to want to know about that, okay? So I will continue to cover that. And that said, let's jump down. I'm going to just show you a couple of the bases, what's been going on. Kick off with Guantanamo Bay, and really don't have much happening. There was a couple flights went in there over here on Tuesday. We had some Jacksonville 737-800s roll in, and just the normal contractor stuff. So it looks like normal base operations down there right now. And honestly, with the current administration in play, that right there is what I want to see. Okay, I don't want to see any out of tempo stuff, out of sequence stuff. All right, I think the stuff that we saw in the past is ones we got lucky on getting rid of, probably. but definitely don't want to see any activity there going forward. All right. And let's go over to XPL Honduras. Now, one thing I will tell you is Wednesday seemed to be a pretty busy day. So this is a troop rotation right here, Little Rock Air Force Base, Shark 75. Supply run on these reaches. Now, this one coming out of Dover was probably a supply run as well. But that actually came out. And then we have this Charleston, which I see that regularly as well. Dover I don't see often, but that came out on Wednesday, day of the inauguration, at around 9:30 in the morning, and that was going on during the inauguration. Okay. All right, so we will keep our eye on those, as well as Guantanamo Bay and also Camp Justice out there in the middle of the Indian Ocean. Now, Kalita Charters looks like they are back in position to start their operations again. So these guys are ones that I watch. Definitely think this is a CIA operation, and so let's just continue to watch it, see what happens, and I expect them to start popping back and forth in and out of the Caribbean islands. They may just stay in Miami, so we'll see what happens. All right. Okay. So let's take a look over. Let's back out a little bit. Wait for my screen to marinate. All right, so let's going to take a look at Alaska and Hawaii, see what's going on over there. So it looks like we got a couple hopping out of the Big Island and one coming out of Oahu. Looks like we got a C-17 Reach inbound to probably Hickam, and then we've got a 737 looks like coming out of California. All right, and as we go up here to Alaska, looks like we got C-130 just taking off, and couple more. Looks like a C-17 just rolling out. Got an H-60 doing some, and then we got a C-130 also. So I don't know what's going on up here. Be rescue operation or just daily ops. All right, and then so this one C-17 looks like it is headed northbound, and then we've got a little BE-20 coming. Looks to be doing a round robin up there in Alaska as well. So all right, over to Europe. Got a Reach Bird, looks like it's coming out of the north side of Africa, headed into, like it's kind of booking over towards the Italy area, Sicily. And let's see, got a little Eurofighter out there. All right, and over England, like we got a handful of US aircraft doing some patterns out here. These are refueling areas. And it looks like we got a little A400 rolling out of Canada. And then we've got this little Canadian bird rolling into Iceland. So just south of Ottawa. So, all right. Anyway. All right. And so that's it. You guys have a great day. God bless. Monkey out.